plea deal is for being a member of the non-trade gangster Bloods.
And why did you happen to be there that night?
Tekashi and Casanova, they had like some differences or something like that. And it was like almost a tussle or whatever. And then, they charged me for a shooting.
How do you feel about him cooperating?
I was with Jeffrey Epstein.
Most people only read headlines, Foo Banger, live them, the Tekashi 6ix9ine RICO case, being across the hall from Epstein when he died, life inside federal prison, his take on Diddy's prison photos, and why he thinks 6ix9ine's most recent robbery is staged.
Foo Banger, welcome to Locked In. Thanks so much for one, reaching out, and two, coming on the show today.
All right, cool. What's good? How you?
Good, man. I appreciate you coming. Drop the line to your merch. You guys are just showing me the photos, and it's really cool what you guys are working up.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, just plug in like your website where people could find that at.
All right, cool. I got you.
No, like tell the audience.
I
want to make sure you get
It's a
connected.
clothing line coming out of New Britain, Connecticut. It's Dead Broke. Yeah.
Oh, out of New Britain?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's local. How far is that from here?
Probably like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Mhm.
Do you live in Connecticut?
No.
Okay.
I used to live in Connecticut probably like 20 years ago.
Did you grow up in Connecticut?
No.
Where'd you grow up?
In Brooklyn, New York.
What was that like?
Growing up in New York is like, it's rough, but it's New York. Growing up in New York is cool,
Who were you raised by?
My parents, my mother, somewhat my father, the streets,
What did your parents do for work?
My mom's is she's retired from like the IRS.
Oh, she worked for the IRS?
Yeah.
She was a Fed.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
What did your dad do?
He was like he worked for like moving companies and stuff like that.
Now, what did you mean by he was kind of in the picture?
You know how that, like, he was around sometimes, and sometimes he wasn't, in and out.
Ultimately, your mom raised you, though.
Yeah.
Did you have siblings?
Yeah, I got a brother.
Were you guys close growing up?
Yeah, me and my brother cool.
What was ultimately childhood like for you? Was it rough? Was it a good upbringing?
No, it was my childhood basically was like, most of it I was like in the streets. My mother tried to put me, steer me the right way, but I was like in the streets most of my childhood and stuff like that.
Do you remember your first interaction getting into the streets?
Shit, tough. I was like 9, 10 years old, and my father introduced me to the streets, actually.
How?
My father, he gave me some dope and showed me how to sell it. Yeah, like I think I was 10 years old.
How did he teach you how to sell it? What did he say?
Shit, he was like, go in that building, and I'm going to send some people that's going to knock on that door and come up there, and they going to give you this amount of money. You give them this, and they going to give you that. Yeah.
What was your reaction to that? Were you excited? Did you not want to do it?
No, I wasn't excited. I just went. It was like, it wasn't normal, but I just went with it. I didn't know what.
Did you know anything about dope at the time?
Nah.
Or drugs at all?
Nope.
Were you in school? Did you stay in school?
No, I was in school. I was definitely in school at the time. And I think I was in Park Slope in school.
What was school like back then?
School was cool, but like in school, like I was into like graffiti. I think I was a Decepticon at that time. I was in a group called the Violators. Yeah, in Park Slope.
Wait, like Decepticon, like the Transformers movie?
Yeah, it was a gang. No, not a gang. A group of guys called the Decepticons in New York, Brooklyn. Yeah.
And that's been around for a while?
That's been around for years. That's probably 30 years old, 40 years old.
And what, would you guys just all hang out together?
Yeah.
What were your aspirations growing up?
What you mean?
Like, what did you want to be when you grew up, when you were young in high school?
I didn't really, I was kind of confused. Not really confused. I was growing up, so I didn't really know what I wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really realize what I wanted to be until I got older. So, yeah.
Did your mom know what your dad was teaching you?
No. Actually, when I got like 27, I told her.
What do you think was the most significant thing that happened in your childhood? Good or bad?
Damn, in my childhood? probably when I went to like juvenile jail as a juvenile.
For what?
Like robberies and like a whole bunch of crazy shit.
How old are you at the time?
15, 16,
How long were you in there for?
18 months.
What was that like going away at that age?
It was like weird because, you know, like you a kid and then they take you away from your family and stuff like that. So it's like you're not a man, but you're doing man things, but you a kid and then you get placed into man. You know, it was like, oh, it was, you know, some kids at that age still be looking for their mother like, oh shit, Ma, can you help me? But so you grow up in that, doing those, you know, in that process.
What did being there teach you?
Not to come back, but it didn't work because I went back.
Why do you think it didn't work?
Well, it just didn't work. Yeah.
So when you get out, do you go back to school or are you just on the streets full time?
As a juvenile?
Yeah, once you get out of there.
Yeah. When I got out of there, they was like, you know, they offer you like programs and stuff like that. I was in the programs for a while that they put us in. I was in those programs for a while. But then I think I had a child at that time too.
Oh, you had a kid?
Yeah. And I think I was too young to get a job. I think I was doing like summer youth. And I don't think that was enough. So I think I like went back to like hustling or, you know, doing certain things to get money, boosting, stuff like that.
Did you ever go back to your mom's house or were you done at that point?
No. When I was 14, I left my mother's house and I never went back like till this day. And I'm welcome there. I always go there, but I never went back to my mother's house since I was 14 years old.
Where were you living?
In the streets, like I was like renting rooms. Sometimes I was renting like staying in crackhead houses, you know. I was in the streets.
Is it easy to rent rooms at that age?
If you got money.
No, your main source of money at the time was just drugs?
Drugs, boosting. Yeah. My mother used to give me money too, though.
No, boosting as in stealing cars or
clothes, not cars. Okay. Like clothes, like electronics. Yeah.
And where do you sell them to? Pawn shops or
people on the streets? You know,
they just buy them randomly.
You have like customers, or you just ask people. You know,
like what they want.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, what happens after that? Later in your teenage years?
Oh damn. My teenage years, nothing. I just was like in the streets for a long time after that, just in the streets. I was going like back and forth to jail for like petty stuff though. Like back then, weed wasn't legal. So I go to jail for like smoking weed and stuff like that in the streets. Nothing major though.
Did you ever end up graduating high school?
Actually, I graduated in federal prison just now. I just graduated. I got my GED, actually, yeah.
So in your 20s, where do you go? Are you still living in the city or?
In my 20s, I was like everywhere. I was in like out of town, you know, Connecticut, everywhere.
How do you end up in Connecticut?
That's crazy. Through a female that I knew, you know, yeah.
It's always a female.
Yeah.
And what were you doing for work? Did you have a job?
In Connecticut, I was working as in the garbage place, like with all the where they bring all the garbage. I think like the garbage where you sort out the garbage and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was working there.
And you couldn't get that job in New York, or is just because you were living in Connecticut?
No, because I was in Connecticut and I needed a job. I applied for that and I got that job.
Now, were you staying out of trouble at that time?
I was still hustling, but I was out of trouble though.
And were you in any gangs at all at that period of time?
No.
Just kind of keeping to yourself?
Yeah.
So when do you end up going back to New York?
Years later. I went to New York actually, I was out of town and I came to New York for, I think, when Adrian Bruno or whatever his name is, he was having that fight in the Barclays Center. When the 6ix9ine case happened,
yeah,
I came back for that, and I went to federal prison.
So you came back just for that one night?
Yeah.
And how old were you when that incident happened?
Probably 38, 39.
Were you in prison at all between your 20s and your early 30s? So you were completely out of the way, not involved in anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about that night then when you go to the city.
What you mean? Tell you what?
Like what happens? Like how did you get roped up in it?
The incident happened with 6ix9ine and Casanova. Then I wound up getting arrested or whatever. And, I went to prison for it. You know what I'm saying?
But what happened? Like, so the audience knows.
I think that Tekashi and Casanova, they had like some differences or something like that. And it was like almost a tussle or whatever. And then, they charged me for shooting in the air to, make the crowd back up and stuff like that. Yeah, and that's what happened.
And why did you happen to be there that night? Were you associated with 6ix9ine's crew?
Yeah, I knew, people that was his manager and stuff like that.
But you weren't actually one of the members of his crew?
Like, what you mean? His crew? No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so you just happened to be there. Had you met him before?
I knew him for like a month.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. So you meet him, or you knew him for a month, and then you go here, and this whole incident happens.
Mm-hmm.
Do they catch you that night?
Nah, they I think like 14 days later.
And why did you shoot a gun into the air?
Because actually, like, I had went there with 6ix9ine and his entourage and stuff like that, and then I felt that that he was we was being attacked. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I just felt like we was being attacked, and that's what happened.
Did you mean to hurt anyone? Or
Nah, hell no.
You just wanted to shoot it off in the air?
Yeah.
And no one got hurt?
Nah.
Now, Casanova, so the audience knows, is another rapper?
Yeah.
Okay, and they were having a beef?
I guess, some internet shit.
Okay, and then the gun goes off. What year is this?
This is what? 18, 19, 2000, right?
2018?
Yeah.
So that happens that night, and where do you go?
When?
That night afterwards. Do you guys all run away, or?
I think we went clubbing after that.
Like nothing happened?
Yeah.
And did you think you were going to get caught?
Probably. I don't know. It didn't matter back then. I got away that night, so I didn't think I was going to get caught.
And so the 2 weeks go on, and then what happens?
I come out the house like 5 o'clock in the morning, and no. Matter of fact, the day before, I come downstairs and I go with 6ix9ine and them to a club, like I think it was Starlets or some shit like that. And when I come downstairs, I see two guys like sitting in a Durango. They sitting like this in the car. White guys, no disrespect to the race or whatever, but so I'm like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? But they further down. So 6ix9ine, like, don't worry about that. We going to the club. We don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Me, I automatically think it's like police or something. You know what I'm saying? So we go to Starlets, like we driving. I noticed that they following us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, listen, this car is following us, man. I don't know who this car, you know what I'm saying? So we speed off. We leave the car. We get to Starlets from Brooklyn to where Starlets is at, and the same car pulls up, like slowly. So I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So then, like, the owner, he comes out. He's like, yo, listen, y'all can't come in this club, man. It's like a ban against Treyway. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. So then we left, but the car was back there, so we left. The car followed us all the way back to Brooklyn. It was like following us, you know what I'm saying, for like a day. But I didn't know that it was because of that. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Because of the shooting?
Yeah. So then the next day, I come outside 5 o'clock in the morning, and when I get in the car, when I pull out, I see a car pull out with me. But he had on a construction vest, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the hell? Who's this? You know what I'm saying? So I drive from like Crown Heights to Bed-Stuy, and he's still following me, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm going forward and the police is coming down a one way besides this police that's following me, you know what I'm saying? So they come in front of me and they cut me off. They like, so I'm like, you know, what happened? I don't know what's going on. They like, when you drove past us, that your car, it signaled us that your car is stolen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, this car not stolen. This car's like paid for. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So they like, we're going to take you to the precinct. And if it's not stolen, we're going to let you go. And that's when I got locked up for that.
Who was the car registered in?
A female.
Did she actually report it stolen, or were they
No,
just
the car
lying?
was never stolen.
Mhm. So they were using that as like a holding tactic?
Yeah, I guess.
So they bring you to the precinct, and do the feds come?
Mm-hmm. The feds come and they say that they like, you know, they came and was talking about the Barclays Center. You know what I'm saying? About the shooting.
If you're anything like me, you've definitely done the last minute gift panic. You're walking into the store, shelves are empty, you're sweating, you're questioning all your life decisions. Yeah, that feeling. Well, this year, I'm not doing that because Aura Frames has officially become my go-to last minute lifesaver. There's always that one person who's impossible to shop for. For me, it's my dad. The guy has everything. But this year, he's getting an Aura frame, and it's perfect because I can preload it with photos before it even ships. So when he opens it, it already feels personal and thoughtful, not like I ordered it 5 minutes before Christmas, which, let's be honest, has happened before. And the best part is how effortless it is. I can upload unlimited photos and videos straight from my phone, from anywhere, anytime. The whole family can add to it all year long. It's one of those gifts that keeps hitting long after the holidays are over. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. For a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code LOCKEDIN at checkout. That's AURA frames.com, promo code LOCKEDIN. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply.
Why did it become a Fed case?
I guess because of like the gang stuff.
But you weren't in the gang?
What you mean?
Like you weren't tied to the gang?
Yeah, I was tied to the gang.
Oh, so you were a part of the gang.
That's how I got into the RICO.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you had just met him over a month, that was short enough.
I just met 6ix9ine over a month.
Okay.
So yeah.
So the feds come, and what do they charge you with?
With the RICO.
It was just RICO, or was there other
And
charges?
I think discharging of a firearm or something like that.
Now, does 6ix9ine get charged that same day too?
Yeah.
So everyone gets
No.
charged?
When I got arrested, I was arrested by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, it was only me. I was arrested for like I think like 5 months, and then they brought everybody else in. When I got arrested, the rest of them was like they was being investigated. And the more I called them from prison, the more it dug me into their investigation because their phones was tapped.
Oh, you were calling them from prison?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Just like talking to them, you know, bail money, commissary, you know, stuff like that.
Did they actually take care of you while you were in there?
Somewhat.
Did you wish they took care of you more?
No.
Now, was there anything illegal you were saying on the phone?
Yeah.
On the actual wall phone?
Yeah. Not really illegal, but illegal, yeah. To them, to the government.
So were you charged with RICO that first day, or not till after
No.
the 5 months?
I wasn't charged with the RICO until they said that I called Mel Murder and was talking to him because I guess his phone was tapped or something like that. So they said once I called him, it like, oh shit, this guy's calling him from jail. Like, what the hell is this? You know what I'm saying?
Why are they connected?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now those 5 months, where do they have you held?
Rikers Island, in the state.
Oh, so the
Excuse me.
feds, the feds had a hold on you, but they put you
Yeah.
at Rikers.
Yeah.
What was Rikers like for you?
It was cool. Actually, when I was on Rikers, right, I had this song, and K Slay played it when I was on Rikers Island. So it was kind of it was cool.
Like a song that you were in or produced?
No, a song that I had rapped, that I had made and stuff,
Oh.
that I had going on at that time. And rest in peace, K Slay. K Slay had played the song up there in records, you know.
Who was K Slay?
He's a DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, he passed away.
And he was a club DJ or?
He's a big DJ, no Diddy. He's a he's a DJ, you know.
Now
Look him up when you get time, DJ K Slay.
Okay. Now at Rikers, who do you run with and associate with?
I run by myself. Like I don't really run with people. Like people know me, so you might see people with me or whatever. But I run by myself. Like, you know.
Did you get in any violence at Rikers?
At that time, Rikers violence. Not really violence, but sometimes you gotta like do certain things to structure certain things in the prison. So yeah.
What do you mean by structure?
Like, you know, like if you living in a house, it have to go a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do certain things and make sure when you wake up, the house is ran a certain way, structured a certain way, you know.
But no one was giving you any problems?
Nah, no problems. Just people that's probably new to prison, don't know what goes on. Not no problems, though.
Where does your group fit in with like Bloods and Crips and everything? Is there beef amongst you guys?
No. Nobody's... No, there's no beef with no Bloods and no Crips. People grown men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like in our past, nobody's like banging or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's like people past, you know what I'm saying? But that's what people used to be. We used to be, you know what I'm saying?
So there used to be beef years ago, or?
That's how the culture was. Like it was, you know, that's how it was, you know.
But now you're saying it's not?
A lot of Bloods get along with Crips and Crips get along with Bloods, you know. There's not no beef on that I know about.
Now, when you were sitting in Rikers, were you thinking you were going to actually get charged federally, or were you thinking it was just a temporary thing?
I was charged with like reckless endangerment, so I thought that I was getting out.
Is that a felony?
No. Or if I would have got something. No, matter of fact, they was offering me 1 to 3. Matter of fact. And then the feds came.
How did they get you? Did they have you on video at the club or at the Barclays?
They had it on video. Yeah.
So there was no one at that time snitching yet or anything?
About what?
About anything, like with 6ix9ine or any of the case?
6ix9ine driver in his car his car had cameras in it. Yeah, so the whole time that was on tape too in his car, because I think I was in his car the night before or something like that.
Were you guys talking about what happened?
No, we wasn't talking about it. I just was there. So it shows me knowing him and stuff
Guilty
like that.
by association.
Yeah.
So when did the feds actually charge you? What was that like?
I was on Rikers Island, and the gang unit came, and they was like, "Yo, the feds coming to get you in the morning. That you know, be ready." I'm like, I thought they was joking. You know what I'm saying? So, but they wasn't.
And who picks you up?
The feds.
Like FBI or?
Yeah, the feds. I don't know, FBI.
Marshals? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. And they bring you where, to Brooklyn or Manhattan?
Manhattan.
While it was still
MCC.
Open. Yeah. It's closed now though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you go in MCC?
I think I went to 11 South. MCC was the unit.
What kind of people are on that floor?
All kind of people, like gang people that deal with like fraud, people like, you know, homeless people that just was like used to do federals, all type of people from Africa.
Was it hard adjusting going from Rikers to the federal joint?
No.
And what was your lawyer telling you when you got there and when you met with him for the first time?
When I first got there, he told me like the new charges, the RICO and the shooting charge and the 6ix9ine case, indictment case.
And did you know that 6ix9ine was cooperating at that point?
No.
How do you find out?
When we went to court, I guess like all of my co-defendants, we was like sitting together, and they had him like back there, like with the marshals or whoever they were. So that's how that, yeah.
Were your co-defendants communicating with each other? Were you able to talk to them?
Yeah. Some of us was like in the cells before we went to court. So yeah.
What was the general consensus? Was everyone pissed and kind of like denial, or
Nah, it was what it was.
no? If he never cooperated, would anyone have gotten taken down?
Mhm. Yeah, probably because he not the reason why they started the investigation. You know what I'm saying? But he just, put the icing on the cake. He just, but
How do you feel about him cooperating?
actually, that's like in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like I might like see him like on Instagram and stuff like that, and just like say a joke or something. But I don't. That's like 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about him giving interviews and talking about everything that happened?
About the case and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, some of the interviews that he do, like he's like lying. You know what I'm saying? He lies a lot, but that's what he do. So I don't know.
Now he claims that he only testified because he felt his life was in danger.
Mhm.
Is that true?
Because his life was in danger. How was his life in danger?
Someone said that, or I think he's claimed that they were going to kidnap his baby moms, or there was like a kidnapping thing where he felt threatened.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
So how long does the case play out for? How long does it take to figure out?
To figure out what?
Like everything. If you're going to take a plea deal, if you're going to go to trial, what's going on behind the scenes?
Shit. I was locked up for like a year. No, what year? I was locked up for like almost 3 years. And then because like as I was locked up, they still was like bringing other people in. So yeah, probably 3 years I was locked up.
How many co-defendants were there?
Probably 8.
Now, were there other people that got life in prison at all, or
Harv got 24 years, right? Free Harv, right? Yeah.
so he was the longest sentence?
I think so.
Who was the smallest?
I think B. Probably no, 6ix9ine's is the smallest.
And Drama Bentley's on the same case too?
Yeah.
Okay, so you knew Drama back then.
No, I didn't know Drama.
He was just
then.
on the case.
Yeah.
Okay. And Drama
But
was
shout
on
out to
our
Drama
show.
though.
Yeah, he was
Shout
on
out
our
to
show.
Drama, yeah.
Good dude, Drama Bentley.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So what are you going through, like in your mind? What are you thinking of doing? Do you want to take a plea deal or take it to trial?
When?
During the case, yeah, during the proceedings.
I was trying to just take a plea deal and get the case over once I found out, like, if me with my situation, everything was on tape. They couldn't really tell that it was me that was the person that I guess shot the gun or whatever. But 6ix9ine was telling them that it was me because actually they got the jacket that I had on that same day, and they put it, I guess, for ballistics or something like that, and it came back clean. So I kept telling them it wasn't me, But once he told them like, yeah, it was me, the guy be with us, all that stuff, I just was like, the plea deal is you know what I'm saying? I wanted to get out of MCC. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard it was better on the compounds.
In the federal joints.
Yeah.
Now, did they have any of your co-defendants on the same floor as you, or was everyone separated?
I think we was all separate. I was with B for a while, but we was all separated, I think, after that. Yeah.
Did your co-defendants not want you to take a plea deal?
I wasn't really. The case, some of them took plea deals before me. I think I was the last one to take a plea deal. I think, actually, yeah.
Because don't some people say if you take a plea deal when you're in one of these indictments, it admits guilt of other parties?
That's what I thought. No. Hold on, wait. Of the parties,
like of people that are involved. Like, say you have 10 people on a case, the first person to take a plea deal admits, say, they're a gang member. Then it kind of puts the other 9 in a, difficult position.
Somewhat. But I think in my plea deal, it was only to plead to what I did, like the Barclays thing. It didn't have nothing to do with nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did they end up separating you from the RICO?
No.
So you still got charged under the RICO.
Yeah.
So what's your plea deal for?
My plea deal is for being a member of the non-Trey gangster Bloods and the shooting.
And how much time did you plead out to?
7 years.
Did you agree with that sentence? Did you think that was fair?
No, I didn't really agree with it. I didn't even really want to tell the judge that I was like, a non-Trey gangster. I didn't want to, when I went in there, I didn't say that. So the judge was like, if you, he told my lawyer that if I don't say, like I'm like a non-Trey gangster and that, I admit the shooting, my sentence will go like to 15 years or something like that. So he told my lawyer to like take me out the courtroom and fix what I want to say when I come back in. So I had to say, I'm a non-Trey gangster, and I committed the crime, and I accept the plea.
So your plan was to not even admit that at sentencing?
Yeah.
Why didn't you want to admit it?
Because I was trying to like get the lessest time that I could get,
Oh, so you thought it would get less time by not saying you were affiliated?
Yeah. No, I never said I wasn't affiliated. I couldn't say that. They knew that I was affiliated,
Did your lawyer say if you were at risk of getting charged with other crimes that were maybe committed in the past?
Yeah, my lawyer was like, just like, the best bet was to take the 7 years. He wasn't, he like, it's your freedom. He not telling me go to jail or nothing, but like, this is, if you don't want to fight them with this case,
So how much time does the judge end up giving you?
He gave me 7 years.
Oh, so he gave you the full sentence that you pled out for?
Yeah.
He didn't want to go lower at all?
Nah. Because when they said 7, I told my lawyer, I said, yo, tell him I take 5 right now. And he said, hell no. He said, he said, yeah, right. He said, they want to go up. Yeah.
How bad was your criminal history at the time? Was it just juvie or did you have other charges on you?
It was like just juvie. I had like a little bit of run-ins, but it wasn't nothing like major. I don't think I was in trouble for 15 years, probably.
Now, what's the history on the 9-Trey Gangster Bloods? Who are they?
What you mean?
Like, what's a 9-Trey Gangster Blood?
What is a 9-Trey Gangster Blood?
Yeah.
What is a 9-Trey Gangster Blood? I don't really like talk gang stuff on podcasts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Probably Google it. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk gang stuff. Yeah.
So you get sentenced to 7 years. Where do they send you?
They sent me to Pennsylvania, to Loretto.
And what is that? A medium, a high?
It's a low. Yeah.
Okay. Tell us about that experience there. What's that like day one?
When I first went there, it was a guy like I think it's like a 4-man room or something like that. And it was a guy that like he'd been in jail for probably 20 years and stuff like that. Like he real institutionalized and stuff. So they put me in his room and stuff. I think he was like the head of the orderlies or something like that. And me, I'm like an early person. So, I get up like early in the morning. So I used to get up like 7 in the morning, but I had the top bed. So one time he came to me, he like, yo, when you get up in the morning, you waking me up, da-da-da. You know me, I just came from MCC. That's like gladiator school, right? So he like my attitude, he calm because he's on a compound. They eating good, they don't see no mice, nothing like that. I just came from MCC, bro, like gladiator school, bro. Like people like, all right. So he's like, I'm like, yo, bro, listen, respectfully, like this is what I do, bro. Like, you want me to stay no Diddy, you want me to stay in my bed until you're ready to like get up or something like that? I don't understand, what are you saying? You know what I'm saying? So that whole conversation went left. They wound up moving my room down a little bit more and stuff because he was like, he'd been there. So, they don't, but yeah, that's why.
Did you guys get into a fight or did he
No,
just
it
snitch
wasn't
on you?
no fight because it wasn't no fight. No.
And what, did he drop a kite saying you were causing problems or?
No, they was telling me, both of us, I think we went to the counselor and was like, to move me to the room down there and stuff like that.
Why was MCC so bad?
I don't know. When I went there, that's just how it was. I had to get with it.
Was it dirty too?
Yeah, hell yeah, dirty, mice everywhere, dirty as shit. Hell yeah.
What,
Yep.
what about food?
Jail food. You been to prison?
Yeah, I
So
did
come
3
on,
years.
bro.
Yeah, but I
Jail
didn't go to
food?
MCC.
Where you was at?
Brooklyn.
Same
Brooklyn
food?
was clean. It was pretty clean. The food sucked.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's the same food. They don't send it from Brooklyn to Manhattan.
I guess it's the same type, but it's crazy how like in Brooklyn compared to like a compound, the food is a night and day difference.
Crazy.
Like it's the same federal system, but totally different. I had
Crazy, yeah.
Thanksgiving in Brooklyn, and the
Mhm.
food was like crap. But then I had Christmas in the feds,
Mhm.
or like in the at Fort Dix. I was
Mhm.
there, and it was so much better.
Yeah, crazy.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. It is the holiday season, the best time of the year for sports, bowl games, basketball matchups, playoff pushes. It's all happening at once. And while you and I are out here making decisions every day, what gifts to buy, what to eat, which game to watch, there's one place where it feels good to be right, Prize Picks. I still remember the first time I tried Prize Picks. I was shocked at how simple it is. I downloaded the app, picked a couple players, and I was in. You just select more or less on player projections, build your lineup, and suddenly watching the game becomes way more exciting. And my favorite part, Prize Picks is available in 45 states, including big ones like California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. So chances are you can hop in and start making lineups with me. Even my friends who barely knew anything about sports before are now watching games with me and talking about their lineups. It just brings everybody into the action. Also, Prize Picks has a great new feature, early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you might be able to cash out those winnings before the game even ends. This is a game changer. Is your fantasy season already over? Mine is cooked, but with Prize Picks, you get to play fantasy football every single week. No drafts, no waiting, just pick your favorite players and win when they hit their projections. And Prize Picks is super straightforward. Their payout multipliers make it so easy to understand what opportunity you have on your lineup. Whether you're going simple or going big, they lay it out clearly. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. Prize Picks now offers stacks, which means you could pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. So if you want to select more on Steph Curry's points, 3-pointers, and assists, you could put all of them in one lineup. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code IANBICK to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code IANBICK to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
What did you end up doing for a job at the compound? Did they make you work?
I had became the head orderly in the unit. So I used to like hire people to do like mopping, clean the bathroom and stuff like that.
How did you become head orderly? Don't you have to be there for a long period to
Yeah.
get that gig?
I was there for like a year before I became the head orderly because like when I was inside the unit, like certain orders like I don't follow, people that run the house, I'm not comfortable with waking up being under certain people or under certain things, you know what I'm saying? So I felt if I'm in that position, then I'll be more comfortable in this prison. So maybe if I'm in that position, I could run things the way I'm comfortable with living. So
what did you change once you became
I didn't
head
really
orderly?
change nothing. I just made things more cleaner, more respectful, more,
Now, the head orderly, could you turn it into a hustle, like where you're selling bunks and assignments and everything
hell
like
yeah.
that?
Hell yeah.
How does that work?
Can you imagine a millionaire that's in the feds telling you, listen, I need my own room. I need quiet. I don't need no weirdos. I don't need no gang activity, no smoking. Man, I give you 15,000. Get me in that room. I'm gonna be here. I'm not going nowhere. Get me in that room.
Guys would actually pay you 15 grand,
They probably pay you more than that.
but has that happened to you?
Who?
Has people paid you?
I don't know.
That's crazy. I mean, I didn't realize it was that much money.
Mhm.
I'd seen, like, I know I paid the orderly to put me on a certain bunk, but it was like,
100 or 2.
yeah, 100 or 2 or also
Mhm.
the job.
Who were you dealing with? like a regular person
No,
that sells deuce or something?
The head Mexican orderly.
Was he like still tied to the streets, or was he
Oh
like?
no, he wasn't tied to.
There we go.
Yeah,
See?
he was just a guy that's been there for like 20 years.
Nah, so he got like whatever. But yeah, it's all $100, 200 is still good.
Yeah. So that was your prison hustle, or did you have more?
It wasn't really my hustle, but that's how they'll come to you like that. Even like if people feel they can't live in the cell with the guy, they'll come to you. You make a little 100, you know.
Now, do people that don't get with that program start dropping kites and cause problems?
Oh yeah, come on, you know that.
Yeah. Did you have beef with like the Mexicans? I know they dropped a lot of kites. Like in our unit, it was a lot of beef, like the whites versus the Mexicans, and
nah, any type of beef or anything, we always like talk about it before anything happens because everybody was willing to go up. So it's like, let's try to like talk about it real quick because if we don't, this group that everybody's willing to go up. So it's like.
Now, were you a part of the New York car? Is that who you ran with, or?
Damn, I was a part of the New York car. Yeah, and the blood car too.
Oh, they had a blood car?
Yeah.
Can you explain what a car is in prison?
A car is like wherever you from, that's who you roll with. Like if you from Pennsylvania, you with the Pennsylvania guys. If you from Detroit, you with them. And if you white, you with the white guys. If you black, you with the black guys. If you gay, I guess you with the gay guys. It's like wherever you from, that's who you with. That's who you sit with at the table when you got a slot in the workout pit. That's who you go over there with, and that's just how it goes.
Were there a lot of sex offenders on that yard?
Shit, damn man, fuck man. When I went to prison, I never knew that stuff goes on that much in this world. The federal system is filled with sex offenders, man. And you would never believe that really, like you might see it on a movie or something, but you would never believe that stuff really goes on like that with kids and stuff like, not even with grown women, just with kids though.
How would you deal with it in your unit?
Me personally?
Yeah.
One sex offender in my unit, I went in the cell and I had my laundry bag and I put it in the cell and I told him, look, this is the laundry bag. Everything that's in that locker, put it in the laundry bag. And I didn't really talk, and I left or whatever. Whatever he had in there, I didn't want to touch him because I knew he couldn't like do nothing with me or nothing. So I didn't really want to abuse him or nothing. No diddy. So I just told him like, put all this shit in there and get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Did he give it to you?
Yeah. He did that. He got on like a little lawyer phone and he called his lawyer and told his lawyer, listen, I can't live out here, in here. Damn police ran in the fucking unit and shit. Yeah.
Did he snitch on you?
No.
But what did they do? They
took him.
Oh, they took him?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Would that happen a lot?
What you mean?
With the sex offenders?
Some of them would drop a slip on you and let you know to don't mess with them because the police will let you know that the police protects them more than you. So you have to like back up.
Why do you think they're protected so much in federal prison?
Because they work for the police. They work in the kitchen. They work in the schools, the libraries and stuff like that. They work in there. They comfortable. That's their house.
Now, did they have certain rules in the unit? Like I know in our units, they had to sit in the back of the TV room. They couldn't be in the room.
Wait. And you was in a low or camp?
I was at a low first.
And you're low. They let them in the TV room?
Yeah, in the back of it.
No,
yeah.
Actually, when I first went to the prison, the unit I went to, they used to let them in the TV room, like stand against the wall like that. But I changed that. I kicked all of them out.
Yeah,
I'm surprised the police didn't come and like send me in the box or nothing like that. Because I changed the whole. I said, listen, nah, we're not doing that, bro. There's no way in hell that I'm gonna be sitting here watching TV. I did it for like a few months and stuff, but no.
Wait, so what happens? Tell us that story.
We all got together, every car that was in the unit, race or whatever, Spanish, gangs, whatever. And I told him, listen, we're gonna tell all these faggots, the head chomo is what they call them, child molesters. They can't come in here no more. And that's what happened.
So they actually had a head chomo?
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And people respect this guy, or?
No, people, no. His chomos, but not people. Not nobody outside of that.
And who assigned him? Like, they all got together?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Because, see, when something go on with them, you just don't want to attack one because you probably catch a new charge or something like that. So you want to have one that you can go tell, yo, listen, tell your man I'm going to slap his fucking head off. Tell him to fucking go in the cell and lock his door. Somebody, so I don't want to talk to them. So you got to have one of them that could go tell him, talk to him, you know?
Do you spend your whole bid at that one prison?
Yeah. Yeah.
What would a typical day be like for you from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed?
Cool. It was cool. I was making money. I was the head orderly. You know, it was cool.
And you would work out and...
Work out, tattoos, you know.
You did tattoos?
No.
Oh.
I could get, you know, you could get tattoos, smoking. It was cool.
Did you mess with K2 at all?
No, hold on, wait. Okay. Yeah, I did smoke K2. I'm not even gonna lie about that.
Did it mess you up?
Oh yeah, I was holy moly.
I
was hit.
Did they do what we did in Fort Dix where you'd put a chair in the bathroom for the guys that would like smoke the K2?
Guys that would get like what they call it, the ones that really be messed up? Yeah.
Have you seen some bad instances over there?
Yeah, hell yeah.
What do you think was the worst one you saw?
I seen a guy like go on the floor and act like he was a fish and started like swimming with like no water and stuff like that. I seen a guy like strip butt naked and like run around the place. Yeah. I seen guys like throw up, put their head in the toilet.
Now, for a guy like you that had never been to a maximum security prison, are you like walking around in your flip-flops?
Oh, no.
So you still followed strict rules?
I don't even own a pair of flip-flops. Like, no. I probably use them to go in the shower. But no, hell no.
Because I know like guys that had never been to a max before would just walk around and...
No, hell no.
Who taught you that? Did someone teach you that, or you just
I taught
learned
myself that. Hell no.
Why is that?
That's just what it is. Like,
now, were you a guy in prison that would go to the chow hall to eat, or are you cooking up commissary or paying someone to do it?
Both. I go to the chow hall to eat and cook too.
What was your favorite meal in the chow hall?
Oh, the chicken.
Chicken Thursdays.
Yeah, you know that. The fish.
Yeah, the fish sticks were good too.
Yeah,
and they switched to fish patty at one point. And it was really good.
Yeah.
But
one had like hot ones too, right?
Yes, the hot ones were really good though too.
Mm-hmm.
Throw a slice of cheese on it.
Yeah.
Now, what about commissary? What kind of meals were they cooking?
I was making like the egg rolls.
I've heard people say they can make egg rolls, but I've never seen one made. How does that get made?
No diddy. I'm gonna make you one, but no diddy. But they good. I still make them. Yeah.
How do you guys make it?
With the soup, you put like mackerels, onions, shebangs, everything in the middle of it. Roll it up and eat it. It's good.
Would you pay people to cook for you?
Actually, yeah, hell yeah. I had a guy on contract to make me rice. He had the best rice on the compound. Like it had everything in it. He worked in the kitchen, so his rice was like A1.
Now, what do you mean by on contract for the audience?
I pay him weekly. So once a week, he bring me the rice cooked.
And how do you pay him?
Stamps, Cash App, whatever.
Were stamps the currency there?
Yeah.
Individual, or it's a whole book of stamps?
Either or, whatever.
And what about mackerels?
Yeah.
They were the currency too?
Mackerels were currency until they stopped. They stopped that. Mackerels wasn't. They stopped it, yeah.
Who stopped it? Like the inmates?
Yeah, the inmates, because they would get old and stuff.
Yeah, when an old mackerel is sitting there, it gets all watery.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's just like all oil.
Mm.
The stamps were good though, but we didn't use individual stamps. We just used books of stamps.
Mm.
But it is crazy how Cash App is huge in prison.
Yeah.
I heard of Cash App for the first time in prison.
Yeah. A lot of people call home and have their girlfriends and parents cash app money and stuff.
To other people.
Yeah.
But you got to do that on the cell phone. You can't go on the wall phone and say cash app
Shit,
someone.
some people do it.
But they get jammed up, right? Or you don't think they're
Sometimes
listening?
yeah, sometimes no.
It's like 50-50.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of fights on that compound?
The compound that I was in, if it was fights, it'd be like in a room where the police won't know about it. So, yeah.
But overall, people don't want to get kicked off that yard.
Yeah.
How many people are on that yard?
Shit. 1,500, 1,000.
Which is kind of on the smaller side for a prison, or
That's a lot of people.
Fort Dix has 5,000.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's 2,500 each side.
Damn.
It's a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
of
no.
people.
The one I was at has nothing on Fort. There's no, if it's that much people now.
Just one chow hall, and
Yeah.
what do they rotate it out by building?
By sides.
By side? Oh, there's two sides?
Yeah.
Too? Okay. And how many buildings, like living buildings, are there?
2.
Oh, there's just 2 buildings?
Yeah.
And is it dorm style or?
Yeah. Dorm. Yeah.
So, and you were running the one building you were in?
I wasn't really running it. I
Right.
was like,
The head orderly?
yeah.
Okay. Are there a lot of gang members and those types of crimes in the prison, or is everyone kind of just straight away from it?
No,
when
it's
they
a
get
lot
there?
of gang members, different type of gangs. You have all kind of gangs now
But no one beefs with each other?
in the feds.
Yeah, in the prison.
Everything is like structured, so you can't really beef. If you got beef, you got to handle it, or you just can't be living in the feds thinking you got beef with somebody. You're gonna handle it, or you're gonna leave it alone.
Did you go into prison bitter? Like, were you mad about your situation, or was it is what it is?
No, I wasn't mad about nothing. It was what it was.
What was your mindset? What were you thinking about for the future?
I wasn't even thinking about the future,
What were you thinking about?
like what's going on right now.
What about your kid? What was going on with him while you were away?
No matter like what situation I'm in, my kid is gonna always be straight. Like I could be broke and he's always gonna have so no matter if I'm in jail and like my kid is like having a problem or something like that, financially, whatever, I'm gonna make sure the problem get fixed. So that comes before anything, no matter where I'm at. I could be like,
Did he come and visit you?
no, because no.
You kept that separate?
I didn't really keep it separate, but I didn't really need visits. As long as he was good and stuff like that, I didn't really want him to see me in places like that. I'm there, so.
Did you feel bad?
No, I didn't feel bad. It is what it is.
How did your mom feel about you being in prison?
You know how moms feel, the same way probably your mother felt, but what can she do?
What about your dad?
My father passed away.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thanks.
Now, what else? Did anything else significant happen during your prison stay?
Like what?
Any good stories or situations?
I was with Jeffrey Epstein.
You were with Epstein? Oh, at MCC?
Yeah, when he we was in solitary confinement together the night he supposedly killed himself or whatever.
Like he was your cellmate?
No.
Oh.
Like I was here and he was there, but I could look out my window and see him right there.
Did you ever talk to him at all?
People screamed at him and stuff, when he came out to go to where he was going and stuff like that. But yeah, he said slick stuff back and stuff. But yeah,
You guys gave him a hard time, probably?
not me really. It was like entertainment for me. The prison, the other people did,
The other inmates did?
Yeah.
Did he have a cellmate or no?
No.
Why do you think?
No. When he committed suicide or whatever, I think he had a cellmate at that time.
Oh, there was someone in his cell.
I think. I don't know. But right before that, he didn't have a cellmate where he was at with us.
Is that normal to not have a cellmate?
If you like under suicide watch or you stick it up and don't want no cellmate.
Why were you in the shoe at that time?
We had took a picture and we told somebody like don't post the picture. We sent it home and the person posted the picture, but they had tagged MCC federal Instagram into the picture. Yeah, that whole thing went left.
Wait, like a picture on a cell phone?
A picture in my cell on the cell phone. Yeah.
Why would someone do that?
Do what?
Post it.
Unbelievable, bro. The only text we texted them was "Do not post." That's all we wrote.
So you were just sending it to say, hey, like, look
That's
where
it.
we're at.
Right here.
Do you see the viral picture of Diddy right now?
Yeah.
I think he's going to get into
Same
trouble
thing
for
happened
that.
to me.
Yeah.
See, okay, cool. You see the way his picture was? My picture was just like that. Within 24 hours, you know where I was at for 6 months? Solitary confinement.
Now, Diddy may not get in trouble because it was the other guy
Don't
clearly
matter.
taking the
Don't
picture.
matter. Don't matter.
Because he was smiling.
Don't
Look at
matter.
it.
The lady told me, they didn't even catch a cell phone. The lady told me, we're going to take your visits because you're posing in the picture. So by him smiling in the picture like that, makes them think there is a phone. Like he's cool with a phone. Like he's smiling for a phone. So that's how they think.
Now, there are, like on the actual compounds, there was like a prison photographer, but they don't normally go into the units, right?
No. You only see them like on visits and stuff.
Okay. So you couldn't even argue to say that was the prison photographer that did that?
In your cell?
Yeah.
Hell no.
That was never allowed. Yeah, that Diddy photo is crazy. And
Man.
whoever
When
sold that to TMZ is making a lot of money.
Yeah. When I saw the picture, I'm like, damn. Because we took a picture and it did the same shit. 6ix9ine co-defendants take a picture in jail, same shit. And we wound up in solitary confinement. All of us. Everybody that was in that picture was in solitary confinement immediately.
Yeah.
And we was being under investigation because they didn't find the phone.
So when you were in the shoe during the Epstein thing, what happens?
Shit, regular shoe shit. Like, Epstein was in there. El Chapo we was on the 9th floor. El Chapo was on the 10th floor above us.
But the night he died, what happened?
Shit, we was already locked down, so they couldn't really lock us down anymore. So they was really trying to tell us, like, be quiet. They blocked our window. You know, the little thing you look out your cell with, the little window, they blocked everybody's thing. So we couldn't see if they was bringing a body or,
But you could probably hear the commotion going on?
You could hear the commotion, yeah.
What were they saying?
I wasn't paying no attention. I didn't really care.
How do you feel that he died?
People shots were, well, I don't know. What had nothing to do with me.
Do you think he actually killed himself?
Me, personally, my opinion, I don't know.
Do you think it's possible to kill yourself in a cell like that?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because what are you given? What's a standard issue? You have sheets, you have clothes.
You could kill you probably do that with a sheet, I guess. I don't know.
How are the beds laid out?
They on the wall, connected to the wall.
Is there a spot you could technically hang yourself from on the bed?
They're not high enough, but I don't know. Some people figure it out.
Mm. Now, did you hear any commotion that night, like before he died?
After.
Nothing before.
No. Well, when they moved him off the unit, the side I was on, when they brought him out the cell, like the commotion was people was like, hey, you fucking child molester. Like certain inmates was like cursing him out and shit. And he was like, are you a fucking convict or you an inmate? Like he was saying the slick shit and shit. And that was it. After that, they moved him to like the other side over there. And I didn't see him. Then that's the night he died. Well, whatever.
Oh, they moved him that same night he died?
Yeah.
Do you think that was suspicious?
I don't know.
How are the guards there?
In the shoe?
Yeah.
The guards in there were like, they'll do anything for like money. And that just was that, money.
And the guards that got arrested for that, didn't they get charged for that?
Yeah.
Did you know them personally?
Yeah. I didn't know them personally.
But like you knew them in pad, like they served you food.
Yeah,
probably.
I knew them. Like I was in solitary confinement like plenty of times. So I knew them, yeah.
Do you think that they actually jerked around and didn't do their jobs that night?
Well, they never do their jobs. So it's like 100% chance that night they wasn't doing their jobs. I heard one of them was like shopping for furniture or something tonight on the internet while the guy was committing suicide or something like that.
So what do you mean by not doing their jobs? What would you witness?
you know, the inmates do more of running the prison than the police, you know? So, I didn't really witness anything, but
How long was the prison on lockdown for after that incident?
what, the Epstein shit?
Yeah.
Probably a day or two.
Oh, that's it. That's kind of
Yeah.
short.
The most the prison was locked down for was when remember when they brought the gun into the jail?
That was at MCC?
Yeah.
Oh, you were there when that happened?
Yeah.
So that was on the visiting room?
No.
Where did they bring the gun?
I think they said they brought it to somebody's cell.
Who brought the gun?
They said a CL brought it.
And how'd they find it?
They saying that inmate called his lawyer and told his lawyer that his cellie got a gun to get lower time or something like that. I don't know.
And they locked you guys all down right when that happened?
They sent the whole prison to what's the
Brooklyn?
No. The one in like New York, going towards New Jersey. Not Fort Dix, the other one.
I don't know. It's a compound?
Yeah.
I don't know. They sent you guys all from MCC?
Yeah, they locked down the whole jail, kicked everybody out the jail. They had Greyhound buses outside for everybody.
So they could search the whole place?
Yeah.
And when that happened, did you guys go back?
3 weeks later, 2 weeks later.
So you guys were on the compound or in the shoe?
Compound.
Huh.
It was a whole Otisville.
They sent you guys to Otisville?
Yep.
Oh, the medium there.
Wherever they sent us to Otisville.
And were you mixed in with the other inmates?
No.
Oh, they had a separate.
Yeah.
That's a lot of inmates to move.
That's crazy, bro. Crazy.
What year was this?
19.
I didn't even know this was all a thing.
That was crazy. Yeah, they sent the whole jail over there to search for the gun. They finally found the gun. Then we could come back to jail.
Oh, so there was just a rumor that there was a gun.
No, they found the gun.
No, but that to do the search, or they found the gun first and then
No. It was a rumor. No. It was a rumor first because they found it when we
while you guys were gone.
Yeah. But I guess the rumor was like a fact to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that
Shit.
whole thing happened.
Yeah. That was
So what
crazy.
happened to all your property and stuff? It just stays there?
Man, shit, huh?
No wonder why they closed MCC.
Yeah, we lost a lot of stuff. You might have got, I don't know, a sweatsuit back out of that.
What happened to people that were like going to trial or cases and stuff? They would get
They was
busted.
trying to move some of them to Brooklyn, but I think all of that stopped
Mm.
for a minute because of that.
And they closed MCC probably not too long after you left, right?
Yeah. Even like with COVID, we was in MCC for a year, locked down on COVID. Were you incarcerated?
No,
for
I got
COVID?
out the year before, luckily.
You luckily, man.
Were
Yeah,
you
we-
in MCC for COVID or?
Yeah, for the whole year.
Oh, wow. What was that like there during COVID?
Man, that shit was horrible.
Mm.
Yeah. Like you locked down the whole day. Just like in a cell, no movement. Some of the police not even coming to work. So you just like, you might be locked down all day with like nothing. You better have some food in your cell.
Yeah, what do they do when they're short staffed? They just lock you guys down?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Picture you screaming out and nobody coming. Like you talking to nobody. No officers there, so they can't let out no orderly. There's no inmate to help you because the police not there to let them out. So you stuck. That's when you learn how to fish. You know, with the ID, fishing under the door thing right there.
Yeah.
Under the door. You know, you was doing that?
Yeah, I was in the shoe for a lot of the times.
So you know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you guys fish for? Just letters? Or?
Whatever, mackerels, stamps, tobacco. You know, you put all the tobacco in an envelope, flatten the envelope, send that shit under the door.
And what do you guys use to light the tobacco? The batteries?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. You know that.
You put the razor with the battery
Exactly.
and it lights it up.
All day.
And you guys would smoke in the cells.
All day.
They don't get mad at you for that? Like they
Ooh.
could smell it, the COs.
They say something, but what they gonna do? Put you in, you already in the shoe, what they gonna do?
Yeah. I guess you're limited on what you could do.
Yeah.
Because but that wasn't the shoe itself. That was the actual units.
Oh yeah, the actual unit. Yeah, either or. They not gonna do too much if you smoking.
Do you think the shoe time messed you up mentally at all?
Yeah. The shoe time, I was in the shoe for a year total time of my 5.5 years. And like now, I think that like it was a time in the shoe where I used to have like parties like by myself. Like I used to think that I was like having parties, like dancing, just to try to stay like 'cause when I was in there, it was like I was drifting into nothing, just like drifted into nothing, you know? So I used to try to act like I hear music and stuff and just,
Did you get into the shoe at all while you were on the actual compound at your designated prison?
hell yeah.
For what?
For I was you know how they gamble, the ticket guy? I was working for the head guy doing the tickets and I ran out the unit to go get somebody bet. They was betting on the game. And I forgot that I had deuce and stamps in my pocket. A whole bunch of stamps I forgot. So the officer, he like, hey, where the hell you going? How the hell you just running past me like that? I'm like, oh shit. So then when he searched me, I had all that shit in my pocket.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they put you in the shoe for that.
Hell yeah.
And how come you didn't get kicked off to a higher security prison after that?
Because
Did you beat the
I
charge?
think
Or?
because I was the orderly and then my points was like real low. So it's like even if they go up, I didn't have enough points to go nowhere.
What does Deuce K2 look like?
It looks like pepper.
Pepper?
Yeah, some of it looks like pepper.
Can it sometimes be like sprayed
Or
on a sheet
weed.
of paper?
Yeah, some of it is the spray stuff. Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
stopped that like when they banned letters. I remember they
Yeah, but they still get that in there. Somehow they still get that.
How many times were you in the shoe
Huh,
on
probably
the compound?
on the compound. One time for the deuce thing. That's it. On the compound once.
So when you get near the end of your sentence, what are you thinking about for the future?
Just thinking about like, going home, not coming back and stuff like that. And, yeah.
What do you want to do for work?
Say it again.
What do you want to do for work?
Well, actually now I'm a rope access technician, right? I do construction. Yeah. So that's what I do now.
But were you thinking about that when you were getting out?
No.
What were you thinking about?
I was just thinking about getting out.
Now you end up doing on 7 years. How long do you do? 5.5?
Yeah. And I did 8 months in a halfway house or something like that.
What's the halfway house like in New York?
The halfway house is like it's like a test because the people that work there, they test you. But if you've been to prison, I guess you could pass any test, I guess.
Was
With
it hard?
No. It wasn't hard.
And was it hard to find work once you got out of prison?
Actually, I went into the CEO program. They pay you $80 a day to go clean up the projects and stuff like that. So I went through that. They give you trainings. I got my OSHA and all that type of stuff.
What was the hardest aspect about rebuilding your life?
Finding housing, getting somewhere to live.
What's that process like for someone that's a felon?
It don't really have too much to do with your record. It have much to do with your financial.
So they don't necessarily care about the record?
Some places, yeah.
What about the notoriety of your case? Because you were tied into 6ix9ine, it's everywhere. You
That
search
shit
your
is
name.
horrible, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I went to get a job for NYCHA, right? And the lady tells me, hey, go get your disposition and bring it back to the next interview. So when I bring it back and I give it to her, I didn't even really read it. So I guess she read it. And I guess it says all my co-defendants, everything they did, everything I did, everything is on this thing. So she read it. She was like, listen, we cannot hire you here. Like, then when I got home, I read it. I said, oh, shit. What is this?
I'm sure there's a lot of people in your position too that get stuck on these big cases that are kind of lower level
Yeah.
players on it, and
Yeah.
it follows them.
That the word RICO don't look good on a disposition, and you giving it to like somebody trying to get a job.
How were you able to get past that?
I got into a program called Bronx Reentry in the Bronx, and I had my OSHA. I had my OSHA and my certificates, and they sent me to an intern thing, and I got my job through that. And then I started the lady that actually told me she couldn't hire me because of my disposition stuff. now I actually make more money than her.
And now you're starting the clothing line too.
Yes, my boy, Twanny, they from New Britain and them, they're broken them. They've been doing the clothing line thing, but I like what he doing and stuff like that. So I just add my 2 cents to it. But this is all his creation. Like I just add my 2 cents to it.
Are you careful who you hang around now?
I don't really hang around people. Like if you're not doing constructive things, I don't hang around people. Like I'm good by myself. Like you got to be doing something constructive. Conversations that's not constructive give me headaches. Like they don't even, when I hear them, it gives me headache. I don't, indulge and stuff like that.
Why do you think you didn't know that earlier on in life? Because that's kind of what got you into trouble.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's a good thing that I learned that. Yeah.
What are some of the other lessons you've learned along your journey?
That shit, I learned that you gotta know like who you dealing with, and you gotta know where you going in life, man. And you gotta know that your life and everything could like change in like half of a second, man. When you know that, you'll be more cautious with your movements.
What advice would you give to your teenage self?
My teenage self?
Yeah.
I wouldn't really give myself no advice because most of the stuff that I learned and went through as a teenager, I needed to go through that to turn into the person that I am. So the advice probably would have like slowed it down. So I'm glad,
And where does the name Foo Banger come from?
Actually, my name is Fuquan, right? And 2 guys that I know, they used to call me Foo and they gave me that name. Like one day I seen them and they was like, Foo Banger. And I'm like, okay.
I
And
like
ran
it.
with it.
And I like the shirt. It says Federal Foo.
Yeah, the jacket, man. Yeah.
That's a fresh
This
jacket.
is my new name, like Foo Banger. Rest in peace to Foo Banger.
Retired.
Man. Yeah, man. This is like a new person, new name, because actually I'm still on like federal probation and stuff. So, and then, when I get off of probation, they still be watching stuff like that. So I will be, you see, the United States. It's like them against, we're not against each other. It's just that, I'm tied into that for probably forever, rest of my life, You know how the feds are.
Yeah, I
And
get
then
it.
as long as 6ix9ine is like on the internet making fake things like he's getting robbed and stuff and acting like criminal activities going on, they'll always be watching us, me, all of us,
Do you think he actually got robbed at his house?
No.
Why?
If you have enough money to like buy a mansion, a condo and stuff like that, I'm quite sure you have enough money to buy like security cameras and stuff like that. So that's all bullshit. He does that too because he's going to court and he's trying to make the judge feel sorry for him, like a little baby, the little pussy that he is, So
Yeah, I thought that was a little strange.
is weird. It's like stupid. Like,
And the camera's
I
positioned.
thought it was criminal. Like, how can you fake a robbery in your house and some guys with your mother? Like, who does that?
But those types of things, if it is fake, it's gonna come undone. Like, look at all the people that have been accused of that type of stuff, and it ruins them.
Yeah, me personally, I don't think that's real because you spend all of that money on a house or whatever you do, and people could just get in your house like that. You don't have one security guard. You don't have an alarm. Or your mother. I don't know. That guy's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
If you fake a robbery and add your mother for content, you're crazy.
Have you talked to him since?
No, I can't. I would never talk to him. I can't talk to him about stuff like that. I can't talk to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stay away from that.
Yeah.
Well, Foo, I appreciate you coming on the show today, man.
Yep. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you for
Yep.
reaching out and keep doing your thing.
Yep. Likewise.